Explain this to me.
Well, you explain it to me.
What's this attitude?
I'm tired of going back and forth.
You're tired of it?
You're talking about police. You're talking about all these things. You're acting as if this is a scratched off pistol that's purchased on the aftermarket.
Somebody really messed up here. How would you rate the first quarter?
Well, I give it an 8. We started the year off strong, and it got progressively worse.
Give it a 7.
So if we do 11K, we'd be at 16.5 on the Yachtmaster. So it'd be 27.5 all in.
We can do the deal. I have cash, that's cool.
We don't accept cash, so I really hope this didn't just kill the deal.
Guys, you know how much effort we put into these things, so before we get going, please hit that subscribe button. If you're not a subscriber, like, comment, share, do all those wonderful things that help our channel grow. Meanwhile, Adrian is in an argument with a dealer.
No, I understand, and I just said that I'm happy with the price of the watch, regardless of the situation, other than it having a scratched off serial number.
Why don't you send the watch back to us, and I will further investigate it. I will send it to my guys who will verify 100%.
What are they verifying? Whether the serial number scratched off?
They can verify.
They can verify that the dial is kosher? Explain this to me.
Well, you explain it to me. If you're saying that 𝗴𝗲𝗄𝗃 said the dial was fake, and I'm going to send it to my guys at 𝗴𝗲𝗄𝗃, we'll see.
I put it in text the day that I said that the client stated that this happened.
Wait, so is that a client or is it a dealer?
It's a dealer that sold it to a client. The watch has been sold.
Wow, guess we really did give it for a good price. 3 other hands touched it.
You're right, and I'm not arguing that. I don't get it. What's this attitude?
I'm tired of going back and forth. We've said everything we needed.
You're tired of it?
Everything we've needed to say. Serial number, the face. You're talking about police. You're talking about all these things. You're acting as if this is a scratched off pistol that's purchased on the aftermarket. You know, so if there's any issue, like I told Alex, please have him send the watch back. We will fully reimburse him. And in the meantime, I want to take this a step further myself, and I want to get this dial verified. So if there is anything off about it, I can go back to my guy and get reimbursed. If you look at the location of where that scratch off is, it could have literally happened when they have put that face on the dial, because you can literally rub off that serial number almost with your hand. Like it's metal going against metal. Send in the watch. We're going to take it back for stock. It's a good price. I'm going to send this dial in to my guys at AP, and I'm going to get it verified fully.
Okay. You guys are going to send the wire back immediately once you get the watch?
We will send the wire back when we get the watch, yes.
That's all I needed to hear.
All right. Send them where I just have them send it back. Where's the proof?
Yeah.
It's your word against that guy's word against another. So there's 3 people that touched the watch after us.
Who popped this dial off? Because it's damaged now. Whoever popped the dial off, this dial off.
Somebody could have easily damaged it along the way.
Apparently this is the green dial.
Yeah.
They took the green dial off.
Yeah. Who did? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like who did it? How do we know it was like that? It could have been a perfectly fine dial.
I thought this situation was resolved, but I guess not. Keep watching to see what happens.
That was the watch you wanted to trade in. You're looking to trade in, right? So I pulled a bunch of watches for you. We can kind of take a look at obviously the Yachtmaster that we talked about.
Yeah.
And then I can obviously give you the best possible trade-in value. I'll go talk to the buyers upstairs to see what we can do for that.
Okay.
And then these are just some watches that I pulled. So feel free to pick them up, take a look at them, whatever you want to look at. That's the Yachtmaster. It's a 2022. Pre-owned, so it definitely could use a polish if you see on the back of the buckle. But that's something we can get polished for you, definitely. And then it's also probably gonna need a different strap. It's a pretty large strap that's on there, so we can obviously get you a new strap as well. That's the only one that we have on Oyster Flex, but that just came in recently, and it's really nice. We had a gold one, but now that's the white gold as well. So for the Yachtmaster, we'd be at 28. So with the trading, we'd be at 17.
I was trying to say that my trading value, I was saying if we can get up to 12K.
Yeah.
For this, I would like to only do 14K, if that's possible.
So you want to be at 26?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd have to obviously double check on the trade-in to see what they would be interested in on that. We're at 28 and 11, so we're at 17K. I'm gonna go show them this if you don't mind. So we're gonna go get a price on this piece. It's a Rolex Submariner from 2021. We're gonna get see a trade-in value. What's the trade towards a Yachtmaster white gold? So I'm interested to see what we can get for this and hopefully make the deal work. I got a client here. He wants to trade this in to 2021 sub. Wants to trade towards the Yachtmaster that we have, and he wanted to get a price on it. Originally told him 11. He has the extra links too.
And what'd you tell him on the Yachtmaster?
I told him 28. He wanted to be 26 all in. We can't be there. 27.5 would be like our absolute rock bottom on the Yachtmaster. And then if we say 11 on that, so we're at what, 6?
So I always even say it's 3 years old. It's gonna need some work. I would say 10.5 on this.
Tell him we're firm at 17K then on the trade-in.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. For this piece individually, we'd be at like 11,000 would be our absolute max for the trade-in, unfortunately. 10.5 to 11. I'm gonna try and do 11. Normal wear and tear. The only problem is we have so many of these already. Well, I'd like to stock another one for any more than that. We probably can't get there. And then the absolute best I can do on the Yachtmaster is 17.5, so it'd be 27.5 all in. Flat. I can't be any lower.
You can't do 27 flat.
I can't even do that. So like 27.5 is my absolute rock bottom on that, unfortunately.
Where's that 5 more?
11K on the trade-in.
And then 16.5.
And then 16.5 on top, correct.
Alright, cool. I want to work with y'all for like a long period of time, so I'm cool.
No, absolutely, I understand. And what I'm saying is, like, as far as the polish goes, some people, they're going to have those people that are going to be like, I don't want my watches polished. Like, I just talked to a guy on the phone the other day, and he's like, I will not take it if it's been polished. But most of the time, like, who doesn't want a watch that looks brand new?
Yeah, no, we can do the deal.
Yeah.
I have cash, that's cool.
So, unfortunately, we don't take cash. It has to be bank wire or a credit card. Well, that's a bummer. We seemed like we had a deal done, but unfortunately, since we don't accept cash, who knows what the future holds. I think we might be able to take a cashier's check as well. So if you go to the bank and get a cashier's check, we can do that.
You guys don't take any cash?
Don't take cash, unfortunately. Yeah.
Well, then I can't do the deal today, but...
No, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Listen, just because I probably should have told you that, I wasn't certain what the plan was going to be. Yeah. I'll put it on hold for you so nobody can buy it. Okay. It'll be on hold for you. With that being said, though, if you are going to leave this with me, I need you to fill out the purchase agreement online.
Well, I'll keep it for now, because I like to wear it.
Yeah, no, you're good. You can stay in touch with me. If you have any questions and you want to still trade this in, I'm going to send you over the link for the purchase agreement, and then you just have to fill it out. Just normal stuff that you agree that you're trading your watch to me. But yeah, just so you have that as well.
If I were to do that, I would have tried that.
Yeah, no, sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Totally
It's just, it's fine, totally. We'll figure it out, though. I'll give you a follow-up.
Yeah, no problem. And then if you've any questions or anything else comes to mind, if you're interested in something as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put this watch on hold for him. Hopefully he comes back to it and we can get this deal closed.
Obviously, boxes are not serialized, so they're generic Rolex parts. If you go to any Rolex AD, there's probably the same wall where they just have a bunch of boxes lined up. So every watch that gets shipped out of this beautiful facility, the card gets a photocopy. It's placed right here, obviously. Pack it nice and neat. I already checked this watch out. It's perfect. Ready to be shipped. Besides for obviously missing the leather manual and stuff like that, but for the leather card and the manual. Natasha, can we stop putting like the extra Rolex stickers on the actual box? The issue is the sticker is ruining the box, and people are probably like, even she didn't realize, like, people think this isn't a part of the box. There's a lot of people that care about this. There's times where I've shipped this box out and people have said like, hey, can you send me an extra outer box because it's not up to their standards, or sometimes if these are missing, people will ask to ship it just the outer box. So it's very important to not damage that. Now these Cartiers are cool. You have like the little rubber strap add-on, you keep it on bracelet. This one's particularly like brand new, so very neat, very cool, very fire. Put that in there. Can someone tell me what this is for? I always wondered, like, what is this for? I don't know. It's not a pusher. It's not anything. It's just like a little Cartier thing. Someone in the comments can be like, how does he not know that? How does he sell these products and not know that? All right, so that's done. Packing up a few watches right now to send out. It's been a busy week, but now we have this AP 15400 ST black dial that I'm gonna hand deliver to a local client of mine. So come along for the ride and let's get this delivered. 99 degrees Fahrenheit. What a weird day.
Yeah, I've never had an AP before.
Oh yeah? 15400 ST.
I've been looking at one for like the longest time, and like
yeah.
I couldn't come across one, so I mean I just figured
Posted it on your stories.
I
got you. So this would go in the middle. You'll fold this side over, and then this tab will be on top.
Yeah, I mean I'm gonna get it fitted later today. So.
I can size it for you now, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I had the root beer for a little bit. I had Pepsi,
Oh, yeah?
Daytona. I mean, I sold like basically all of them just because kind of moving away from Rolex. I don't know. I want to try something different. I mean, AP's a nice watch. It's really just...
Yeah, as you, I guess, mature through like...
Yeah.
Just overall, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of stray away from the Rolexes that everybody has, right?
Yeah.
So, honestly, it's a good move, especially the 15400. Good value compared to the newer style.
Yeah.
This is a super unconventional way to remove links, but nevertheless, we got it done.
Perfect.
Cool.
Yeah. Perfect.
Awesome, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
So now back to Roman and Adrian talking about the state of the company.
Adrian, first quarter, we started the year off strong and it got progressively worse.
Roman, how would you rate the first quarter?
I mean, honestly, I'm still sitting at a solid 8 because we got out of it relatively painless. The fact that we had a ridiculous January, in fact, I think it was almost a record January in terms of numbers. And then February was just like dead in the water. Like, I don't know what happened in February. I don't know what happened in the month of February. I don't know if it's the leap year or what it was. The moon was not aligned or something. February kind of sucked. And then in March, we made do, I would say. So I give it an 8. What did you give it?
Give it a 7.
Why?
Because you're always more optimistic. I'm always more of a realist. We've hit this point where there's been a lot of energy sucked out of just a lot of things in terms of the overall market, people's feelings towards stuff, shit that's going on in the world. And I don't feel like we need to do a better job of recapturing our audience, because what we're doing is just the same thing over and over again, which is good. We're doing what we're supposed to do. We execute every lead that we possibly can. Our new initiatives are in order, and my sales team is doing everything they need to do. But I still feel like there's more added value that we can give to the market.
The reason I said that this quarter is the quarter where you're going to see an uptick is for a couple of reasons. Number one, complete stabilization of the market. Number two, now post Watches and Wonders, what I saw, people are complaining about Rolex, like, oh my God, what is this? It's a cash grab, it's this, that, the other. Nika was bitching and moaning. Everybody was like bitching about Rolex. You know what I said?
That's a stupid, I think that's a stupid thing to say.
You know what I said?
What?
I said, they are smarter than all of us.
100%.
As much as we like to think we know the secondary
100%.
case scenario, they came up with one steel watch.
Yeah.
Right? The gold stuff that they're going to make, right, it's already sold by them. And the ADs are going to take them all in. Yeah. They're already all pre-sold. They will sell at the boutiques, right? We saw the market slowly picking up in the beginning of the year, and I felt it's going to take at least 3 months for it to get back up. And the numbers show for it. We should see another pickup this month. Right now, we're halfway through the month. I'm seeing an uptick, but I'm a big optimist.
I'm not seeing an uptick because I'm not seeing an uptick. I'm just seeing slow and steady.
We're in a difficult market.
I'm not the guy that's concerned over short-term sales. I'm a guy that's more concerned over, who are we long-term? Because continuing to do what we do, although we do a good job across a lot of things, I think we're only scratching the surface. Look, so many opportunities that I miss on a daily basis by not having a guy come in and being in the location that we're at. It's a fact beyond facts.
Miami by end of year?
How about Austin, Texas? I know Initiative 1 is Miami, but I think
Texas is a huge market.
I think Austin is crazy.
I agree that Texas is a huge market. I don't know if it's Austin. I think it's more Dallas still.
Austin is a huge, huge town of
young people,
new wealth, work. A lot of people are moving there. Texas is the new frontier.
I think we'll push forth on multiple fronts and just budget properly. And I'm going to go back and try to still catch up.
What are we looking at?
Yeah, what am I supposed to do with this?
There was some sort of bleeding on the subdials. The hands are scratched. Anything you're noticing from prior or from now is from prior.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I don't know along what step of the way these pictures were taken, because as you mentioned, you sold it to somebody who then sold it to somebody else. So the paper trail of this watch is I don't know what happened at this point. How the integrity of the dial was damaged along the way, but that's not how we sent it.
I asked you guys prior to opening the watch if I could open the watch. You guys gave me permission to.
That's fine, but what I'm saying is whomever did it damaged it. There's no way that dial would fit back into a watch now. It's not even a perfect circle anymore.
You're saying it's now been damaged?
Look at the picture I sent you, bro. It's mangled.
Yeah, look at the edges. Whoever used to open up that watch opened it up with scissors or something. I don't know what the hell he did.
I see what you're talking about.
Bro, it's all like scratched up, mangled.
I'm not privy on dials. I don't know how this whole situation works with that.
The way this looks to us right now, bro, someone was unhappy with it. They opened the watch up, mangled the dial, and who's to say
that this dial's even ours?
Who's to say it wasn't even scratched? I mean, bro, this is like...
You need a paper trail of where the watch went from you and where the watch went from the next guy, because in a month's time, a whole bunch of things could have happened to this watch. It's now been opened. The dial that we originally sent has clearly damaged. That's not how the dial was with us. So
I really don't understand what we're doing here.
I'm just saying, it's my word.
You know what? I'm on the West Coast. This is 9 a.m. for me, and I feel like you've given me nothing but attitude.
I'm trying to protect my company, and I'm trying to get the whole entire story straight. The bottom line is that we sold you a watch, and we just started hearing about issues weeks later.
You guys told me that AP installed the dial.
What does this have to do with the guy
Because
taking the dial
then I
out
would
and
not be having this issue. If we had an actual idea of where the dial came from, what the story is with the dial, then we would not have to worry. No, hold on. We would not have to worry about the serial number being scratched, because that could have been from mishandling if we knew where the dial came from. The fact that the dial came from some guy in Europe, which was not the original story that we were told, now there's a reason for concern about the dial.
AP wouldn't open that dial in store, right? So they would never confirm it fully that if it was legit or whatever, or aftermarket. So
if the dial was
so AP
sold,
would have never confirmed that in store.
If
So
this dial was
you
sold
guys
by
took it upon yourself, or whoever you sold it to took it upon themselves to take
No,
it
he
to
went
some
into buy a link.
watchmaker.
He went in to buy a link.
Open the watch
And I
up.
didn't take it upon myself to take it to a watchmaker. I asked you.
They open the watch up, bust the dial out, completely mangled the
opted to
dial,
do it yourself. You didn't. You gave me permission to take it to a watchmaker.
and now the dial's damaged and the serial is scratched off, and now you want to send it back like that, and then you're saying that federal law prohibits this and the serial number's defaced and that someone else might interpret it a different way, and that we're lucky that the guy didn't take it to
Do you
the
not
police
want to take the return?
Oh, happily. You know what? At this point, dude, I'm not wasting any more of my time. If, honestly, you should probably take the watch for stock because there's money to be made. So, that being said, I'll happily take the watch back and sell with a white dial as we originally said it was. I got a client lined up. So, if you want to get that over, close a chapter on this. I can't waste any more time on this. He said, she said, this guy opened it up, that guy opened it up, that guy's a dealer that nobody knows about. He's also an attorney. I just don't got time for this. So, Sean, just ship us the watch back. At the moment we get it back, we'll reimburse you. Deal?
Great, thank you.
All right. It's unbelievable. That guy's not quit the DB over there. When I get the watch, what I will do is I'll have a paper trail. I'll send it back to my guy. But the problem is that this is completely dicked.
Oh, dude, that's...
So coincidentally, if there's an issue with the watch that we sold, I'm happy to take it back. And especially this watch, because we sold it at a very cheap price, and I have no problem taking this watch back and sending it to somebody that's going to appreciate it way more than this dealer who sold it to like 3 other people.
How are we feeling?
We're feeling good because we're about to go do some good. Some watches for good.
Watches for good, that's right. How's the school bus
When was the
ride?
last time you were in the Bronx?
Huh? I don't think I've ever been in the Bronx.
So in case you were wondering what brought us to the Bronx, it's the 𝗙𝗰𝗲𝗄 School. Now you guys already know my dear friend, founder and CEO of our charity, watchesforgood.org, and I meet Manasat. The reason we are here is because we are delivering 4,000 eco-friendly and healthy food trays to those KIPP school systems here in the Bronx.
So I'm a doctor by training, and part of my job is to treat kids when they're sick, but the other part is to keep them healthy. So this is my way of really keeping them healthy from the get-go, preventing disease through really healthy nutrition, preventing pollution through replacing single-use plastic with reusable steel. So it's just a version of a conscious cafeteria, which is really to keep kids and the planet that we're going to leave behind for them healthy.
Super excited about it. Let's go. And this is the reason we do what we do. Being a father of 3 myself, when it comes to helping out kids, it's probably our #1 cause, myself and Nino. Anything and everything that has to do with helping children, whether they're eating healthier, whether they're becoming healthier overall, to us, it's always sold. If I'm able to do it for other kids, and hopefully this will catch on to other schools and continue to expand, I am happy. Now we're going to our next stop, and that's Instagram, where we have a get-together of watch enthusiasts around Meta, but needed to stop by and get some watches, so went to see our friends at Moser.
Oh, you brought the camera again.
Of course. Camera stuck in your face right away.
This or this?
So it's funny, when I first came here, I wanted this in stainless steel. Like Vanta Black, Tourbillon, and that was like my grail watch. And I never even thought that they'd come out with a skeleton. And
Yeah, and then they hit you with the scale and they're like,
yeah,
what do I do
exactly.
now?
So I think it's
So
skeleton.
for me, Vanta Black, it's got to be this combo.
For sure.
The rose.
Yeah.
Because the rose against the black is just so ridiculous.
And on the arm.
Pick any brand.
Great.
Yeah, pick any brand, right?
Yeah,
like, rose and black. See, look at his face. You walk in there and the offices are just amazing. The first thing Adrian tells me as I'm looking around is like, Roman, don't get any ideas. But I do have to say that floating tree, that would look ridiculous in our office. Let's get to watches because this is what this meeting is all about. It's about watches. The best part about me being up here, Adrian being up here, is the fact that you can ask anything. You're not walking into a Patek Philippe boutique. You're not talking to an authorized dealer. You're talking to gray market dealers. And gray market dealers, we don't play by the rules. We have no rules. In fact, you can ask whatever you like.
First of all, thank you guys so much for doing this. This is a really special experience. I have a question from Watches and Wonders. There seems to be a noted movement towards precious metal pieces, higher margins. My question for you is sort of two-part. Do you think that brands are trying to force the market in a certain direction to benefit more? And also, are you seeing that in your secondary market?
I think absolutely yes. In fact, there was an article that came out a few months ago with probably the biggest authorized deal in the world for Rolex, which is Watches of Switzerland. And in the report, their revenue figures were basically almost 40% down year over year since from the peak. And the reason was not due to a lack of demand in the market, was the cost of goods of the product. So they were actually getting a lot of steel pieces. Remember, we want to get the steel pieces because they're the most in demand, but the brands, they want to get the gold pieces because their margin is so big so that's really the reason. So you're seeing a lot more brands push precious metals because they have to meet their bottom lines.
So I went to my first gray market dealer this weekend in the Diamond District here. Walked in, picked out the watch, everything looked great, and then he quoted me 14.2, which like 50% over retail.
You know that.
Exactly. When I see your guys' content and the negotiations you guys do, like I know I'm not gonna get the price you guys get because of the relationships you have, but how do you recommend like a consumer work with a gray market dealer so that you don't get fleeced?
You have to take one thing into consideration. First of all, going to 47th Street, put on some bulletproof underwear. I worked on that street for almost 20 years. And let me tell you, till this day, I come back and something hurts, right? We're in a market where you can just shop around, right? You can call me, you can call Watchbox, you can call a slew of other people. Obviously, first and foremost, buy the dealer, not the watch, because also ask what else you're getting with the watch. What kind of warranty am I getting? What kind of service am I getting? Am I buying from somebody who's going to close up shop tomorrow? How long you guys have been around, right? So that has a certain value. But overall, it's just shop around, right? And again, when I tell you 47th Street is not the easiest place to go to, especially for a retail consumer, but for retail customers, shopping around is the number one thing. We're no longer in the market where like there's 10 guys behind you wanting to buy that watch.
Buy the dealer, not the watch. I mean, there's been many, many occasions where I've talked the client off a cliff. He wanted to buy something, I told him right now is not the time, it's too expensive. That's the value that we provide. If you call me and say, hey, what do you think about this? I'll tell you right away if it's good or bad.
My favorite thing to do is to answer questions, give advice, be face-to-face with collectors, and answer no-holds-barred questions, right? Because, as I said in the beginning, ask me anything. It doesn't really matter. Had a great time at Instagram. We'll definitely do this again. Saw people physically, saw 100+ people log in from Zoom from all over the world. Amazing experience overall. Instagram, thank you for hosting us. Guys, we'll definitely do this again. Other than that, you guys already know what to do. Put a lot of time and effort into this content, so we would appreciate the like button, a comment, share with the friends. If you're not a subscriber and you like this type of content, hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time on Gray Market.